Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Go On Guitar. I'm very happy to present for you Bryan with a beautiful song called Dear Miss. So he's been with us before, highly appreciated, Zach. And yeah, I really love this melody played on guitar. It makes you addicted to it. You just want to play and learn. So this is what I'm going to share with you. So let's go into this one. And we're going to start with the chords like we usually do. We don't have any need for any capo here. And we only have 3 chords, guys. So very easy. Let's go into them. And we're going to start with G. So G goes 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Then we have the C. That will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. And the final chord is E minor. And that goes open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. Alright, so let's go right into this intro verse play. And why I mentioned intro and verse, they're very similar. We're going to start with the intro. It's slightly different there from the verse play. Anyway, let's start with that chord. And that is the G. But let's play the melody first. It goes like this. Okay, so it's one pattern for 4 rounds. So what you do here, what I do is to hold the 3rd fret E string with my ring finger and the 3rd fret B string with my little pinky. That's how I hold it. You need to hold these 2 downs, and then you're gonna play 3rd E in the bass, then 3rd B, then back to 3rd E in the bass, and open G. That is the pattern. Play that for 4 rounds, and it goes. Okay, next is the C chord, and the pattern goes like this. Okay, so what I do here, I hold my ring finger on the 3rd fret A string and my index on the 1st fret B. So you're gonna play 3rd A, 1st B, 3rd A, open G. That's the first half of it, and then the second half goes. So you have then 3rd A. And then comes this pattern where you play 1st B, 3rd B. I reached out to that with my little pinky. And then back to 1st B, and then open G. When it comes to play that part, I use the hammer on and pull off technique there. So that means I'm gonna pick the 1st B string. And then I keep that 1st fret index finger there on the 1st fret B string. I hammer on with my little pinky on the 3rd. And then I pull off with that pinky to get back to the 1st fret B string. So I just pick the first one, and then I use that technique to go through the notes there, and then I end with the open G. That is the C part. Then we'll go back to G, and it goes like this for 2 rounds. So that is to play 3rd fret E string in the bass, then open B, then 3rd E, and open G for 2 rounds. So then we're going to go to the C part again and play exactly as we played before. So that will be. Then comes the G part next, and we're going to play this again in the same way as the last G we just learned with the open B string. You play that pattern for 2 times again, and then we have the E minor part. So what you're gonna play here is the open E string in the bass, then 2nd D, then back to open E in the bass, and open G. And then we have the C part, and it goes like this. So that is 3rd on A, 1st B, back to 3rd on A, and open G. And then we're gonna end with the G part, and it goes that for 4 rounds. That will be 3rd fret E string in the bass, then open B, 3rd E in the bass, and open G. And there you have 1 round of that melody. You're gonna play it only once in this intro. I'm gonna take you through this slowly so you understand what's going on. So yeah, let's go. right, so beautiful intro. Now let's go into the verse play, and I mentioned it is very similar. So let's start again from the beginning with the first G. Okay, now instead of playing and using the 3rd fret B string, you're gonna use the open B string instead. The pattern is the same, so you're gonna play this part. Okay, so 3rd E, open B, 3rd E, and open G for 4 rounds. Then comes the C part, and it's easier than in the intro. You're just gonna play that part for 2 rounds instead. So that will be 3rd A, 1st B, 3rd A, and open G. So 2 rounds. And then comes the G, in the same way as we played it here in the beginning of this verse play for 2 rounds. Then comes the C, again in the same way as we played it here in the verse for 2 rounds. And then again G, 2 rounds. And then the E minor played in the same way as you played in the intro. Next C, 1 round, played in the same way as you played in the intro. And then you have the G. You played that last G now in this first verse for only 2 rounds. Alright, so there you have 1 round of the verse play. And then comes the second round, is played right after this first verse. So again, you're going to start with G4. Everything goes in the same way all the way to the last chord. And in this second verse, you're going to end with G4. Alright, so in the first verse, you end with G2. In this second, you end with G4. And from that second verse, you're gonna go into this first chorus. That happens about 1 minute and 2 seconds in. So der miss, that's where we are in the lyrics. Now we're gonna use the strumming, and we're gonna use down, down, up as a strumming pattern. So if you go to the E minor chord, 1 string around goes like that. Okay, you could go with just 1 down. I think that is a little bit empty, so to speak, so I want to fill out, and you can play this down, down, up. So down, down, up, down, 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 like that. All right, so you're gonna play the chord progression E minor, 1 string around, C1, and G4. That's the first half, and then it turned backwards, so you're gonna play G1, C1, and E minor 4. Okay, so that is 1 chord progression round. You're gonna play for 2 rounds. Let's do 1 round together, starting with E minor 1. So there you have the chorus play, 2 rounds of that. And after this first chorus follows the instrumental parts. That is to play the intro for another round. It's that beautiful, so let's go and play together once more. So after that happens the 3rd and the 4th verse, and that is just repetition, playing exact same way as we learned the first 2 verses, and there you have it. And then comes the second chorus, again just repetition, 2 rounds of the E minor C G, G C, E minor, and after that second chorus follows the instrumental part. You're gonna play another round of the intro. And after that intro, we have just the outro part left. And what you're going to do here now is to use the verse and intro chords, okay? So G, C, G, C, G, E minor, C, G. But what you're going to do here now is to just play 1 down per chord. And once you've done that for 1 round, you have played this song from Zach Bryan. So guys, beautiful song from him coming out there. Der Miss. I love to play it, and yeah, once you learn the pattern, it just flows, and like I said, you can sit for hours. It feels like that. So give it a try. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Until next time, play tuned.